Well, good evening. This is the Dart Show Live. Who's ready for a great session here at Alexandra Palace? Yes, that's what I thought. This is the World Darts Championship, and it is the last show before Christmas. So Dan and I are feeling extra generous, me in my Santa suit over here. So I have a gift for you. Who wants a T-shirt? There we go.
Look at that.
There you go.
She's just made Scooby-Doo's Christmas with a cheap, mass-produced T-shirt. Look at the smile on his face.
Right, as well as the T-shirt, we've got a great lineup as a gift for you for tonight, don't we, Dan? Who are you most looking forward to watching?
I'm really looking forward to the first game, I have to say. Martin Smash Lukeman against Martin Schindler. The two Martins. Little Martin Schindler, he's only this big. Little German player, throws some very big numbers this year. Martin Lukeman, a man who... It's always quite exciting because you never quite know when he gets up on a big stage. He might play brilliantly, might also get his belly out. Done that a couple of times. Very enjoyable.
I don't really fancy that though, do you?
No, I do. I'm very much all for that.
Okay, well, for those of you that were lucky enough to be here for this afternoon, a double session here at Alexandra Palace, let's rewind back to that, starting with Ross Smith, third on with his comfortable win there, wasn't it?
Look, we had a couple of great games this afternoon session. It started with the European champion, Ross Smith. He was brilliant in Dortmund when he took that first major title. He was very good today against Darius Labanauskas, who kept him very honest. Labanauskas barely missed a dart at double in this entire game. Ross Smith on the 9-darter a couple of times in this match, managed to take out 76. You can see there, if he misses that dart, Labanauskas has got a chance to force a deciding set. But it's an average over 100 right the way through that match for Ross Smith. He looked to be in the same sort of bubble he was in Germany when he won that major title. And that's going to be a problem for whoever he faces. Dirk van Duijvenbode next. Could be Michael van Gerwen after that if he wins that game.
Okay, well, it's not just Ross Smith who's put himself comfortably into the next round. It was Rob Cross too, with an identical scoreline, wasn't it?
Yeah, identical scoreline. Kind of similar game, to be honest. Rob Cross and Scott Williams, both good mates. They were practicing together in the days leading up to this year's Kazoo World Darts Championship. And he really did push him. Managed to get at the first set on the board, Scott Williams. Rob Cross came firing back. He's played some excellent darts all year. He's played some excellent darts in this game to win it. You can see there he sealed it. Again, if he doesn't hit this double, Scott Williams, with what is sort of like a no-look 180 there, has set himself up to be in a position to force a last set decider. In the end, Rob Cross gets the job done. I've tipped him to go all the way to the final. I think he can do it. He's playing some brilliant stuff. He's convinced me with that performance that he's in that kind of form right now.
Okay, well, some of these pros make it look far too easy on the Yoki there, so we thought we'd give the next one a bit of a challenge. He is third on tonight. It is Johnny Clayton and Chris Dobie in a game of forfeit darts. Hello, we're here for a rather special version of Forfeit Darts. Chris Dobie, former World Grand Prix semi-finalist and, of course, reigning World Grand Prix champion, Johnny Clayton. How are you both guys? How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Thanks, yeah.
Well, the last time you two played each other was a couple of years ago, so there's a lot on line here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, there's some pressure on these darts, and
the way this is going to work, you've got 3 different rounds. I'm going to spin the wheel of misfortune. You're both going to have to do the first forfeit together, and at the end of the 3 rounds, the high score wins. Simple, right?
sounds good.
Yeah. Paper on board. Good writing.
Beauty before the beast.
I don't
Come
say
on,
it.
Johnny, lad.
One.
I'm going to say 1.
Oh.
1 again.
Oh.
22. Is that right?
I think that could be.
Do you think?
Do you think triple?
Ooh, that could be a triple.
Reveal yourself.
Nowhere near a triple.
Oh,
22.
No, 22. Look, we can count. There we go. 22. Do you reckon you can top that?
I'll give it my best.
Look at them tactics here. Look at that.
Oh, what's that going to be?
That could be a
it's quite
95.
exciting. I don't know where it's going to go.
That could be a 95.
Is it a 95?
No. 34, 54.
There we go. I don't even need to do the maths. You did it all for me. Ready?
Yeah. Be kind. Be kind to Johnny.
Dart
Swap.
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 Go on, give him a little swap.
Oh, right
There
there.
we go. How
Okay,
you feeling about these darts then?
Oh, look. Bit light.
Bit light?
Light?
Yeah. Need to go to the gym a bit more.
The only thing I do at the gym is walk past it.
Well, the vending machine.
Right then, here we go.
Good darts, Johnny.
Get
lad.
in there, Johnny boy.
There we go.
100.
100. You're going to be using these darts for good now.
I might just keep these.
Oh,
5.
119.
119.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Right,
That's
ready?
it. Yeah.
Last one. It's all or nothing on this spin.
Flight first.
Flight first. Okay. So it's very dart technical, these ones, these forfeits. Nothing too silly in here.
Just stick in the board, guys.
Mind the cameraman.
Yeah, watch yourself, right?
That's my kind of darts.
Game, set, and the match.
Game, set, and the match here.
Hey.
Well, that's
five.
unlucky. But you've definitely
You've
tried
done
this
it
before,
before,
haven't
yeah.
you?
Of course. I'll go for the ball. Oh,
Oh, very well done.
Well
I'm
done,
impressed.
Chris.
Forfeit
Thank
darts,
you
your
very much.
kind of game.
At least I've
There
won
we
something.
go. That's what I was about to say. The
I'll
head-to-head
share away.
was 2 years ago, wasn't it? So this is your latest one. Congratulations, you were the
Thank you very
winner.
much.
Well, there were our pros, looking ever so comfortable in a game of forfeit darts. But will our next 2 victims of fans be the same and as comfortable in their rendition of the Bullseye Challenge? Probably not, because they're in astronaut costumes. Over to Dan's Den.
Thank you very much. We are down by the board here. I'm joined by 2 astronauts. Well, 1 astronaut, because the other one's wandered off. Come back in. What's your name? Where are you from?
George from Essex.
Lovely, Essex. And
Harvey from Essex.
also from Essex. 2 astronauts from Essex. We've never seen the like. Now, gentlemen, the Bullseye Challenge. These are the rules. You have 60 seconds to throw at the bullseye. If you hit the little red bit, the bullseye itself, that's 3 points. If you hit the green bit on the outside, the 25, that is 1 point. Throw as many times as you can fit into that 60 seconds. Hit it as many times as you can. I'm going to give you a target, and I've seen you practice. The target is going to be low. Just 2 points, that's all I'm asking for. Just 2 points, that's all I want. If you get that, you get one of these. Look at it. 2 points, that's all I want. 2 points, 3 points for the ball, that's right. You don't got to keep it just yet. Hang on. Wait, steady. Wait. It's a simple game, it'll be fine. If you set the highest target we've seen over the course of the Kazoo World Darts Championship, come the end of the tournament, and the highest we've had so far is just 6 points, you can match that in 2 darts in the ball. If you get to 7 or more, nobody beats that. 4 tickets to any night of PDC darts of your choosing. It could be the World Championship final next year. How do you feel about that?
Unreal, mate. I'm buzzing for it. Listen, let's have it, boys. Come on, up the Spurs.
It is the most Essex answer we have ever had on the Bullseye Challenge. This is the Bullseye Challenge.
You know, the bullseye, the goal, the ball.
I will tell you when to go. You have 60 seconds. The 2 astronauts from Essex, your time starts now. We are off and running. It's 1 in the 5. That's close. Were they playing possum? Were they lulling me into a false sense of security by being rubbish in the practice darts? Hurry up comes the offer. We're still waiting for our first point. We're a quarter of the way through the time. He's playing to the crowd. The crowd are offering nothing back. He's dropped a flight on the floor. You might want that flight. You're an astronaut. You should be an expert. This isn't going to plan, is it, lads? You're halfway through the time. And it is genuinely like a moonwalk to the board to retrieve these darts. We're still searching for our first point, but with 1 perfect dart, you can have the T-shirts. He's sending him in again. I like this. Tactics coming into play. 18 seconds left. We're still waiting, lads. He can't put the flight in. That's why it won't stick in the ball. That's so close. You have got 1 visit left. Make it count. Make it count better. Oh no, that is time up. Gentlemen, come in here. Look, you've lost the dart, the flight was on the floor, you've got no points. How are you feeling?
Absolutely buzzing for it. Let's have it. Come on, the boys.
Exactly how he was feeling before, and you know what? Because it's Christmas, have a T-shirt anyway. 1 for you, and 1 for you. Off you go, back to space / Essex, or wherever you need to be. Gabbie.
It's a good try, astronauts, it's a good try. Because the rest of you are die-hard darts fans, we like to give you the opportunity to vote for your scores throughout the tournament, don't we, Dan? And to do that, you can do that on the PDC Instagram. But we also like to hear from the professionals of the game. So here's from Dutch TV, Ian van der Giesen.
Welcome to night 9 of the World Darts Championship in Ali Pali, and tonight we've got 4 matches, and the first one coming up is Martin Schindler against Martin Luckman. I expect a close match, and I expect Martin Luckman to beat Martin Schindler 3-2. Second match is Danny Noppert playing David Cameron. They both know each other from the BDO times and played each other before on a World Championship. Danny Noppert won, and I think he will win tonight as well, 3-1. The third match will be Johnny Clayton, who is the far most favourite, if you ask me, and you are, against Danny van Trijp, my fellow countryman. I think it will be 3-0 to Johnny Clayton. And the last match of tonight is Joe Cullen playing the crowd's favourite Ricky Evans. Well, if it's on the walk-ons, I think Ricky will beat Joe, but it's on the match, and I think Joe will beat Ricky 3-1.
There we have it, the pundits' predictions in the pundits versus the people. Why don't we take a look at the people's predictions and see how they match up right here on the screen. Dan, looking at this, what are you thinking? Who do you agree with more?
Well, they're agreeing across the board, apart from they're giving a set. The pundits are giving a set to David Cameron. The people, not that charitable to Canadian, but they're about the same, and you can see them running scores. The pundits and the people, pretty level. It turns out all you lot know pretty much as all the people who are getting paid to talk about it.
Yeah, and this one at the front, he's a huge Johnny Clayton fan, aren't you? Massive, how big?
Massive Johnny Clayton fan over there.
Come on, make some noise.
Lovely.
Let's go. Yeah, save that for the main hall over there. Okay, Dan, let's go through the fixtures ourselves, starting with the Martin double. Now, if we go by the head-to-head here, they both played 4 times this year, and they've got 2 each. So who's going to get the third tonight?
Martin Luckman says he cannot wait to have a go at Martin Schindler in England. He's played him a couple of times in Germany. He's lost in last leg deciders. He'll be hoping that the fans might just make the difference and help him get through to the next stage of the tournament for the first time in his career. But they're both having the best year of their careers. I think if Martin Schindler gets going on the 180s, that might sway it in the little German's favour. Yeah,
they've got a lot in common. Martin. Okay, let's move on to the second match of the evening here. We've got Danny Noppert against David Cameron. Not the politician, everyone. No, we don't. So Danny Noppert, he's quite quiet. No, we can't be doing that. He's quite a quiet player, isn't he? Fairly underrated. But will he be letting the darts do the talking tonight?
Look, who here thinks Danny Noppert can be world champion come the end of this tournament? There's one matador over there. That's it. Right. All you lot have said no, you're wrong. This bloke is unreal. Listen to the matador. He knows what he's talking about. He is, and his ball friend. Danny Noppert is absolutely world class. He is not as flashy as a lot of players. People might not be talking him up as much as some, but he is very, very dangerous, and I expect him to get the job done against David Cameron tonight.
Okay, and here is the third matchup of the evening. We saw him in a game of forfeit darts. His #1 fan at the front. Yeah, it's Johnny Clayton against Danny van Trijp here. Now, Johnny, he had quite a season last year, didn't he? Won 4 TV titles. Hasn't had as quite a good season this year, but do you think his experience against the debutant will come invaluable here?
Look, Danny has only played the 1 game at Ali Pali. He did manage to win it, and he won it pretty convincingly against the bronze Adonis Steve Beaton. However, it is a different task going up against the Ferret, who may not be in that form of last year. He is still the world #7. He is still very, very dangerous. I quite like Danny van Trijp, but I don't think he's going to have enough to avoid defeat. I can still see him taking a set or 2 off Johnny, though.
And the fourth and final match of the evening we're treating you with, the last one before the Christmas break. We've got Joe Cullen against Ricky Evans, a British matchup there. Okay, so Ricky Evans, he was dressed as Santa last time out, wasn't he? He's coming out to a different track today. How many more tracks are left in him for the rest of the tournament, do you reckon?
I don't know. Look, it's going to be a surprise if we see many more from him. Ricky Evans has not had a brilliant year, but he is the fastest player in the world. He is hypnotic when he gets going, and he was very, very good in dealing with Fallon Sherrick. He said he was lucky. Oh, we got some Ricky Evans fans in. Of course we have. Look, what a way to finish the action before Christmas. Rapid Ricky Evans and Joe Cullen, the Masters champion, and 1 dart away from being Premier League champion. Not a lot of people are talking about Joe Cullen being a potential world champion. His record here is not brilliant, but you know what? He's one of the elite players nowadays, like Danny Noppert. So write him off at your peril.
Okay, there we have it. The 4 matches for this evening, and the last before Christmas. Who's ready for tonight then? And most importantly, a gift from yours truly.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
one and all. God bless us, everyone, with rubbish T-shirts.
It is quite simply the biggest show, the ultimate, the dream of so many.
That's what I like to see. That's real darts. That is astonishing. That is a 9-dart finish.
Tungsten testosterone.
Oh, what a night that was!
Have you ever seen the light? James Wade doing what James Wade does. What a finish! Raises the roof of the Alexandra Palace. A thrill a minute wide, guaranteed. What an experience.
Something to behold. Oozing confidence up there. Raymond van Barneveld simply had no answer. Magnificent MVG.
Oh, magnificent! Sensational dance! And this time, Peter gets it right.
Peter Wright is the champion of the world.